JEPAK state by-election set on November 4th. GPS candidate for JEPAK by-election and PBB'S JEPAK by-election nominees. We'll begin with our top stories shortly. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, and you're watching TVS Nightline. The Election Commission EC has set polling day for the by-election of JEPAK State Constituency in Sarawak on November 4th, while the nomination of candidate and early voting were fixed on October 21st and 31st respectively. EC Deputy Chairman Dr. Asmi Sharum said the JEPAK State by-election was held after falling vacant due to the death of its incumbent, Datuk Talib Zulkifli, on September 15. Talib, 72, died of kidney complications after being admitted into a medical center on September 14.
Satu pilihan raya kecil Dewan Undangan Negeri N67 JEPAK Sarawak hendaklah diadakan bagi mengisi kekosongan kerusi tersebut. Urusan permohonan semua kategori undi pos luar negara dan dalam negara bagi Dewan Undangan Negeri N67 JEPAK dibuka bermula dari hari ini, 25 September 2023, Isnin.
Following the EC's announcement on JEPAK's by-election dates today, Premier Sarawak Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg has hinted the readiness of the Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS candidate.
Kita sedialah. Sedialah. Nomination je, kita kata calon lah. 4 bulan, undi lah. Ya, je. Okey.
Dia ada calon-calonnya. Ada calon tinggi.
Ha?
Ada calon-calonnya.
Tunggu dulu, jangan pintu dulu. Dia kebenar, okey?
Parti Pesaka Bumiputra Bersatu PBB is considering multiple potential candidates for the upcoming JEPAK state by-election. Nevertheless, PBB Secretary General Datuk Sri Alexander Nantalinggi said the selection would be based off the pre-operative of the party's top leadership. Additionally, Nanta, who is also Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS Secretary General, said the campaign for the by-election would be carried out with other parties of the unity government in the spirit of camaraderie. Earlier, the Election Commission EC set November 4th for the JEPAK state by-election, while the nomination of candidates and early voting are on October 21st and October 31st respectively.
Secara demokrasi memang dia boleh pergi lah, tapi kempen tak macam terbuka lah, tak ada siapa boleh melarang kan. Cuma kalau kita mengamalkan semangat setiap kawan, kita dalam satu kerajaan perpaduan, mungkin PBB boleh mengharapkan supaya PBB ini tidak diganggu lah.
Tonight, the closing ceremony of the Marhaban competition at the state level of Sarawak has just concluded at the Raya Hotel in Kuching. The Premier Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, attended the event. For the report, we join our colleague Ahmad Azlan Shah at the location. Over to you, Azlan.
Thank you, studio. I'm currently at the Raya Hotel, where the closing ceremony of Zikir Marhaban State Level Competition organised by Persatuan Kebangsaan Melayu Sarawak has just concluded. The ceremony was attended by the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, where he awarded the prizes to the winners. First of all, a very good job to all the groups participated in the competition, but sadly there are only 3 winners. So the third place goes to Kumpulan Alhamra Bomba with 84.2 points. The second place with 89.5 points is the Suara Kilauan Majma, and both of these teams are from Kuching, Sarawak. The champions are the only representatives from Limbang, Kumpulan Marhaban Persatuan Melayu Limbang with 90.75 points. So a big congratulations to them on their hard-earned victory. During the event, Premier of Sarawak have touched on a few topics where he said that Sarawak has become a shining example for other states in the country. Also, he said that the Baitul Mal Sarawak is one of the best in Malaysia as well. And finally, he advised that we as a Sarawakian and also as a Muslim, that we have our roles in society, that we need to follow it in accordance with the Quran and the Sunnah. For now, that's all that I can report for now. Yeah, this is Ahmad Azlan Shah with videographer Nasrullah reporting for TVS Raya Hotel, Kuching. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Azlan, for the updates. Now, moving on, the Sarawak government intends to establish a dedicated fund to support the Smart Agriculture project aiming to enhance food production within the state. Premier Sarawak Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg acknowledged that this initiative entails significant expenses due to its technology-intensive nature.
Because kalau saya ada capital susah juga, kerana risikonya ada tinggi. So kita mesti ada special fund untuk membantu mereka ni. Without fund susah juga. Kan yang pun capital kuat high. Dari sudut sebut ya tadi.
That value.
You tangga teknologi ya tadi. Dan investment yang high and it's risky. So bermakna you have to have venture capital untuk kita memberi kepada student kita. So you have to have that funding facility. Jadi saya dan kerajaan masih lagi cari jalan lah.
He also cited a successful project by students and lecturers of ICATS University College conducted in Kampung Kaba, Seratok, which produced animal feed from biomass. After officiating the first international conference on biotechnology, smart farming and entrepreneurship for food security on Monday, Abang Johari added that through the conference, various beneficial interactions could be discussed and presented between industry experts and stakeholders. In addition, he revealed that Sarawak also has plans to build an agri-park in several areas to place graduates of agriculture through the University Angkat program.
Dan kalau geopark, dalam geopark kita ada 10 hektar, kita ada 50 hektar. Jadinya ditempatkan di agropark. Kita mula geopark di Serikeh, kita mula agropark di Kuching. Banyak agropark boleh tak. Jadinya become industrial park. Jadi biar kita yang ada kepakaran tu kita letak di sana lah. Sebab yang mesti ada funding, special funding.
Embracing modern technology in agriculture offers solutions to challenges such as rising production costs and the need for high-quality products. Sarawak's Minister of Food Industry, Commodity and Regional Development, Datuk Sri Dr. Stephen Rundi Uttam, noted the practicality of new technology in smart farming as a cornerstone for the state's goal of becoming a net food exporter by 2030. This technology can streamline operations, reduce costs and enhance product quality, making agriculture more efficient and sustainable while meeting high standards for domestic and international markets.
So on behalf of my ministry, in our endeavor to achieve the net food exporter by the year 2030 is quite a big challenge for us. So therefore, the only way forward is actually try to adopt the new technology. That is to develop, to increase the production and productivity, quality and so on.
Another significant challenge highlighted was the ministry's endeavor to persuade the younger generation to participate in the food production industry, leveraging modern technology and the Internet of Things, IoT. Simultaneously, Rundi emphasized that the state government is making comprehensive efforts to raise the income of the farming and fishing communities. These efforts encompass engaging with technology experts and fostering collaborations with other countries.
Former Malaysian Armed Forces ATM Chief General Tan Sri Effendi Buang expressed his willingness to provide assistance to the Sarawak government, whether it's related to security or other matters. He said this following a courtesy call to the Premier Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg at Wisma Bapa Malaysia on Monday.
Disebabkan masa-masa yang akan datang ni saya akan bercuti dan juga meninggalkan perkhidmatan. Saya pun ada memberitahu kat Premier bahawa jika ada pertolongan ataupun bantuan khidmat nasihat untuk negeri Sarawak, saya sanggup memberi perkhidmatan saya.
At the same time, Effendi also conveyed his appreciation during the courtesy call, marking his retirement as the Chief of the Malaysian Armed Forces. Previously, on September 6, he handed over the reins of leadership to the Army Chief General Tan Sri Muhammad Abdul Rahman after serving with the ATM for over 43 years.
Sarawak is gearing up to brace the impending northeast monsoon MTL expected to hit the state from November onwards. Sarawak's Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugahambas revealed that a total of 5,501 personnel from various agencies and departments are on high alert to deal with the transitional phase of the monsoon, which commenced on September 19.
In a statement, Uga, who is also the State Disaster Management Committee SDMC chairman, reiterated that the committee are well prepared in terms of human resources, logistical assets, and food supplies to tackle any potential flooding and heavy rains brought by the monsoon winds across Sarawak. He also mentioned that the Department of Social Welfare has taken measures to guarantee an ample supply of disaster relief provisions across all storage depots, office warehouses, and forward bases. Furthermore, there are currently 627 temporary evacuation centers PBB'S prepared to accommodate up to 162,091 disaster victims and can be activated promptly when necessary. In the transitional phase of the monsoon transition line, thunderstorms frequently resulted in substantial rainfall accompanied by strong winds. This combination has the potential to lead to flash floods and harm vulnerable structures. Given this situation, Uga urged the public to exercise vigilance throughout this transitional period. He emphasized the importance of staying attentive to weather forecast and heeding warnings issued by the Malaysian Meteorological Department at all times.
Coming up right after the break, nation's growth depends on digital transformation. And in world news, Chinese sea barriers condemned by the Philippines. All this in TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The nation's growth now depends on digital transformation as one of its foundation, as it can foster economic growth and innovation as well as financial inclusion, among other things. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fadzil said that embracing digitalization is essential in order to remain competitive on a global scale and improve the public's quality of life. Besides that, it can also elevate the competition of industries that utilize Industrial Revolution 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, the Internet of Things, IoT, and automation. Malaysia must master digital transformation as it is necessary for the nation to develop and maintain its sovereignty in order to become an Asian digital tiger and ensure Malaysia's impact is well recognized. Therefore, in order to have an edge as an investment destination, the country can no longer hold off investing in new technologies in the manufacturing industries. Fahmi said this when delivering his speech at the Ericsson Imagine Live, Accelerating a Digital Malaysia with 5G here on Monday. The Ministry of Health, MOH, is hoping for higher allocation under the National Budget 2024 to enable it to carry out more initiatives for the well-being of the people. Its Minister, Dr. Zaliha Mustafa, said these initiatives include upgrading 436 dilapidated health clinics nationwide and building 300 new clinics in selected areas.
Di antara bajet yang kita minta untuk diteruskan pada tahun ini kan kita ada 436 kan klinik-klinik daif yang kita dah kemukakan untuk ditambah baik. Pada tahun hadapan ada 300 lebih lagi ya. Yang itu memang kita minta. Kemudian untuk skim perubatan madani juga kita minta ada penerusan ya.
Meanwhile, Dr. Zaliha said that Malaysia is always prepared to face any future possibilities, including disease X, which has been described by the World Health Organization WHO as having the potential to become a pandemic.
Sebab tu dinamakan X ya. Tetapi kalau ikutkan persediaan kita di peringkat Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia ni, kita memang sentiasa bersedialah atas apa saja kemungkinan-kemungkinan jika berlakulah pandemik pada masa hadapan.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, MAFS, will engage in discussions with the Indian government as soon as possible to find the best solution for the issue of white rice export restrictions. Its Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Sabu revealed that they are seeking permission for the continued export of white rice from India to Malaysia. This matter will be addressed in an upcoming meeting with the Indian Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare.
Kementerian sekarang sedang berhubunglah. Bila dapat tarikh barulah dapat pergilah, dapat tarikh di sana sebab kita nak bincang G2G. Sebab kalau mereka menyekat beras putih secara dengan mengejut tu, dia membawa efek kenaikan harga beras di Malaysia ini. Dan basmati adalah boleh import banyak tapi basmati ini mahal.
Apa yang antara akan dibincangkan ataupun yang akan diusulkan untuk topik itu?
Kalau G2G kita minta mereka meneruskan untuk ekspor beras putih ke Malaysia. Itu harapan kita.
Jangkaannya segera ke YB akan
ikut tarikh lah. Nak bertemu dengan menteri lain dia kena tarikh yang mereka bersedia untuk menerima tamu.
Jangkaannya akhir tahun ni YB akan selesai.
Kalau boleh, kalau minggu ni kalau dia bagi tarikh, kita akan pergi.
Meanwhile, he added that the rice supply shortage is a global crisis affecting many countries. However, Malaysia is better equipped to handle this issue compared to others. In July, India reportedly halted white rice exports, excluding basmati, in an effort to prevent surging domestic prices. Heavy rainfall has damaged crops in the country, causing rice prices to surge by more than 11% over the past 12 months. As the world's largest rice exporter, India has also imposed restrictions on broken rice exports to control domestic commodity prices. Currently, India contributes approximately 40% of the global rice exports, shipping to over 150 countries.
The Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture MOTAC will be revising the Tourism Act to cater to current demands while ensuring the industry remains relevant. MOTAC's Minister Datuk Sri Tiong King Singh said his ministry will be working together with relevant agencies to ensure that all industry players are registered with MOTAC.
Kita sekarang nak tengok macam mana kita nak naik taraf kita punya atas. Semua homestay, hotel sama camping itu semua mau dibawa kita motek.
The revision was crucial, he said, following an incident where a tourist had accused a homestay in Sabah who breached their privacy by installing hidden cameras. In the same development, Sabah's government and MOTAC, alongside relevant agencies, are urged to take serious actions to address the accusation. The matter went viral on September 14th on a Shanghai-based social media Xiaohongshu, which was then published on various local news platforms. At the same time, Tiong reminded all homestay operators and owners to register their business under Airbnb to verify whether their premises meets the disciplinary and background standards of a quality homestay. Such incidents will be taken seriously by MOTAC and constant monitoring will be conducted from time to time as prevention measures.
And now moving on to international affairs. The Philippines accused China of installing barriers at some parts of the Scarborough Shoal that prevented their ships from entering and fishing in the area. In a video published by the Philippine Coast Guard, several Chinese vessels were seen near the floating barriers on September 20th. Manila's Coast Guard and Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources strongly condemned China's installation of the barrier. Through the Chinese embassy in Manila has not responded to the issue. China claims 90% of the South China Sea overlapping with the exclusive economic zones of Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia and the Philippines. Beijing seized the Scarborough Shoal in 2012 and forced fishermen from the Philippines to travel further for smaller catches. A NASA space capsule carrying the largest soil sample of an asteroid landed in the Utah desert on Sunday. Scientists have high hopes for the sample, saying it will provide a better understanding of the formation of the solar system and how Earth became habitable.
The gumdrop-shaped capsule, released from the robotic mothership OSIRIS-REx spacecraft, touched down within a designated landing zone west of Salt Lake City on the U.S. military's vast Utah test and training range. It marked only the third asteroid sample and by far the biggest to ever return on Earth for analysis, following two similar missions by Japan's space agency ending in 2010 and 2020.
But we think we've got a lot of sample in that science canister, and we can't wait to crack into it. For me, the real science is just beginning. I grew up as a laboratory chemist, studying meteorites and particles from the Stardust mission, which NASA brought back in 2006. So I really am looking forward to the next stages of this journey. the key objective for me, and one of the driving objectives of this program, is to try to understand, did carbon-rich asteroids like Bennu deliver the compounds that may have led to the origin of life on our planet?
OSIRIS-REx collected its specimen 3 years ago from a small carbon-rich asteroid discovered named Bennu in 1999. The space rock is classified as a near-Earth object because it passes relatively close to our planet every 6 years, though the odds of an impact are considered remote. The final descent and landing capped a 6-year joint mission between the U.S. Space Agency and the University of Arizona.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines, anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that's all the updates for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.